Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Up the Score podcast. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Um, how you? What you thankful for, Mike?
Um, I'm thankful for family, thankful for the food. Uh, Shit, that's about it. I'm thankful for life, man.
I can tell you what I'm thankful for, man. I'm thankful for this L we about to get on Cowboys, man. Ooh,
Oh,
bro. I'm gonna be
yeah, we can
eating.
get up.
I'm gonna be
Nah,
eating
shit,
turkey, dipping it with cranberry juice, watching the
respect,
Cowboys get beat.
individual. You are nasty, my guy.
Turkey,
The two worst things. You're nasty. You're gross.
y'all,
I promise you, you're a disgusting individual.
y'all. Listen to this,
But
Mike.
those three things you just said, the first I want to start off with the L shit. Y'all aren't beating us. And then you said turkey with cranberry sauce. You're done.
Hey,
Okay,
y'all.
I'm glad you're not.
Y'all, if y'all don't know, this man Mike doesn't like turkey,
I hate turkey. It's nasty.
bro.
But hey, it is what it is. You know, everybody got their thing. Turkey is just not mine.
All right, in today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the Monday Night Football game, the Sunday games, OBJ and how he's gonna become a giant, the second year quarterbacks
Yeah.
being benched. We're gonna go over our NFL pick'ems, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the Eagles taking their first L since we missed that last week. All right.
You're a crazy man. You're a crazy man.
Hey,
How Odell's gonna become a giant.
you heard how like I said that that's like the thing I said the most fluid out of
What
everything.
about
Uh,
Odell?
yeah.
Yeah, because if you believe it hard, if you keep saying it long enough, you'll eventually believe it. You're fucking crazy, bro.
All right. Hey, what you think about the Monday Night Football game with the Arizona versus the 49ers?
It's that game's not much to talk about. A the domination of the Cardinals. The Eagles, I mean, not the Eagles, damn, the 49ers went in and did what they were supposed to do and beat a team that's inferior to them. Uh, the Cardinals are just beat up and they're bad. And Cliff Kingsbury was not the answer. He never was the answer to the Cardinals' problems. And I just feel like the Cardinals should just blow it up, you know, just blow everything up and just start from the bottom. But the 49ers really showed me that they are contenders in the NFC. I don't think they'll win it. I don't think they'll win the division either, but when they can do some damage when it comes playoff time,
Who wins that division?
the Seahawks. I think that's the Seahawks division to lose.
That sounds like they fun to lose it,
Nah.
bro.
Um, the 49ers, man, we know what they do. They go in and they have a great defense and they have a great run game. What can they do when you stop the run? When you stop that run, I mean, they have to pass the ball. And me personally, I don't want to put the game in Jimmy G's hands because how many times has he went down and when you needed a drive, executed that drive? Nearly
He he
zero.
he,
Me
he
personally, I haven't seen it. So that's why I don't want to put the game in Jimmy G's hands. I would just much rather run the ball. That's what I'm saying. If a team could come in and stop the run, then they have to pass the ball. That's not going to be good. But with their run game, I really don't see nobody stopping it. So, and that's why they're so dangerous. Because with the run comes the pass.
yeah. For the 49ers, the run game opens up the passing game for them. But I like this game for the 49ers because I seen all their weapons be used the proper way. And it's not easy having so many weapons and knowing how to use them all in the span of one game. And Kyle Shanahan, the 49ers, they lucky that that's their coaching. They got the guy that could do that because there's
Yeah.
sometimes you just have too many weapons and it's a problem because guys is unhappy. Guys ain't playing hard because they unhappy. But Ayuk, Kittle, CMC, Debo, they all look like they was having fun. They all was scoring. They all was getting their touches. Everyone's being productive. And I seen a quote this morning, which is kind of funny. That Chardavius Ward. Did you see that quote?
That's all he said about D Hop. 9 catches and 90 yards through the third quarter. I'd be mad too. So I can see why he's upset. He
Hey,
was getting cooked all
Calling him steroid boy is crazy though.
It, I, people like that really they really irritate me.
I
When
mean,
you resort to name calling when you get beat, that's crazy to me, bro. Just say good game and go about your business.
I
Like
mean they
they
won,
still won the
so
game. That's what I'm saying. They still won the game, but that just baffles me, bro. You won the game. You got torched though. It's okay. Some cornerbacks get beat. That's a part of the game, man.
hey, I
But
can't
the but, the,
I can't
but
be mad at him for calling him steroid boy. I mean he got in trouble for it.
he did, but that just be like I don't know. It's kind of it was something. The steroids thing that happened to DeAndre Hopkins. It was something that he said he wasn't even aware of. He
Of
didn't even
course he
know
gonna
it was
say
going
that
on.
though.
I get that, but come on now. When I heard the stuff, I didn't even know what that was. They didn't tell me it was horse tranquilizer. I don't know what that is. Like
I don't know what
I
that
don't know.
is. All right, let's talk about the blowout we saw with the Dallas Cowboys versus the Minnesota Vikings. You want me to
Uh,
start off, or you gonna start off with that?
you can start. You can start because I got the spiel. Got a whole spiel.
All right, that game was a nice game for the Cowboys. That was Dak Prescott's best game in that I seen him play in a while. You had Tony Pollard taking swing route for how long did he take that swing
It
route
was
for?
30 yards.
30
The
yards,
swing
bro.
route was 30 yards. The wheel route was 68.
Yeah, Tony Pollard, he's explosive. I see what Cowboys fans are talking about, but I still don't. I still feel like it should be a running back committee. Although,
We have two. We have the two. We got the Thunder. We got the Lightning.
yeah,
You know,
exactly,
we got the Zeke. Because if you
exactly.
seen if you when you watched, you seen Tony Pollard had like two chances to get in the end zone. He couldn't do neither. So that's why we brought Zeke in on that third down to get the touchdown. So we got our Thunder, which is Zeke. We got our Lightning, which is Tony,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. And Tony, he's capable of running between the tackles. It's just I don't want him
Yeah,
doing that too much because I want him to be fresh. I want him to be you feel me? Zeke knows how to take hits though. And another thing from that game is CeeDee Lamb, he like the other day I was telling you that he's an amazing slot receiver. Watching
yeah,
that game, I worded it wrong. He is good on the outside. Like CeeDee Lamb is a good overall receiver. I just I just know he plays the slot a lot. But
yeah.
CeeDee Lamb also look good. Micah Parsons, defensive player of the year. Like you could
Yeah,
just hand him the award right now.
gotta be,
Yeah.
gotta be, man.
Start off the game with a strip sack. That's crazy. And then he was talking about he plays better when he's mad. Why was Michael Parsons mad?
Uh, I have no clue. I don't know. Maybe somebody said I don't know. I don't know why he was upset, but yeah,
Hey,
I completely understand that. I get why. I understand that saying. You play better when you're mad.
for sure.
I understand why he
For
said
sure.
that.
Especially football, like something that physical.
Yeah, some physical like football. Yeah, I understand that.
Hey, when does Tyron Smith come back?
It's supposed to come back middle of December. He came back to. I saw a picture. He came back to practice, but he's not practicing all the way yet. He should be back by December, mid December. And when we get him back, be prepared for a lot of running because if you think our O line is good when it comes to running right now, just wait till we get him back. It's gonna be a whole different monster because we're gonna move Tyler Smith
To
back to his
guard.
natural position at left guard and put Jason Peters back at left tackle because he played left tackle Sunday.
But
He did a damn
Jason
good
Peters
job.
back to guard, you mean?
No, Jason Peters played tackle. He put him at tackle, and he was
Right
damn
tackle?
good. Left tackle.
Yeah, but Tyron Smith gonna hold down left tackle.
He's going when he come back. No, I said Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is a natural left guard, and we put Jason Peters at left tackle. What I'm saying when Tyron Smith comes back and plays left tackle, you think our run game's going is good now? Just wait till he comes back. It's gonna be so much better. But the stuff, what I took away from Sunday's game, right? When when you get after the, when that's this is what happens when you get after the quarterback like that, like we did. We lead the league in sacks. We have 42 sacks through 10
Mm.
games. That's about 4 sacks a game, man. Michael Parsons has 10, and some other people have 7, some have 5. We just have we have one of the best pass rushes
Bro,
in the
you
whole
you have one of the
NFL.
better rotations.
Yeah, Yeah, and our secondary played even better. Well, not even better than the pass rush. Our secondary was solid. Trayvon Diggs allowed two catches from 19 yards on Justin Jefferson, strapped him. And not too many people can say that. Not too many people can say they locked up Justin Jefferson. I know Darius Slay can, but no, not too many people can say they locked up Justin Jefferson 2 years in a row, like Trayvon Diggs can. Remember last year, Trayvon Diggs held Justin Jefferson to, I think, two catches last year. But the part that, the only thing I struggle with the Cowboys is consistency. And can we keep this going? Can we have constant games like this? I'm not asking for 40 points a game. That's not what I'm asking for because 40 points a game is damn near
That's an
impossible.
unreasonable ask.
But yeah, all I want is 28, like we had against Green Bay. We should have beat Green Bay. Our defense let us down. Dan Quinn started getting cute, started calling hella man coverage. You can't do that because Christian Watson was the fastest person on the field that game. I don't care. Christian Watson turned into Christian Randy Moss. All right.
Christian Moss. Hey, you see he got two
Yeah,
more
he turned into
touchdowns on like three
yeah.
catches
He leads the league. He leads all rookies in touchdowns, receiving touchdowns. But
in two
like I'm
games.
saying, man, uh, we can't get too cute with the coverages. Stick with what works. Um, when it does, I just want consistency. I just want, if you score 28 points, you're supposed to win the game. I don't care. I just want consistency, man. That's all I'm asking for the Cowboys, and that's the part I kind of struggle with because out of my whole 21 years of watching the Cowboys, being alive is watching Cowboys games. We come out, we play a big game, and then we fall off a cliff. And sometimes we
That's
just
the
crumble
Cowboy
from
way.
there. I don't need your opinion, to be honest. But yeah, but you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. Through my years, that's just what I've experienced. That's just what I've seen is, good games, good performances, and next game we fall off a freaking cliff, and we can't have that this year because we need we because I'm seriously getting sick and tired of people talking about us. We need to do something. We
Just
have,
win
we
a
have to
playoff
be
game.
playoff runners.
Just win one playoff
We
game.
we've won a playoff game more recently than y'all.
But we've won two Super Bowls since like you watched us win two Super Bowls, so like I don't care.
Uh, who cares? Anyways, um,
Super Bowl? Who cares? Super Bowl?
I don't care.
I understand if you said who care about playoff games, but Super Bowls, them
I don't care
things.
about y'all. I don't care about y'all Super Bowl. Anyways, like I'm saying, if I was moving on the left to it, yeah, consistency is the only thing I'm concerned about. But other than that, we literally played a perfect game Sunday. Um, I just want to see that. Play perfect, play good, not even perfect, just play great through all three phases of the game: special teams, offense, and defense. That's all I want. Dak, if we go in and play the Giants and we do to the Giants, not even like at least three quarters of what we did to the Vikings,
You
then
seen
we're contenders.
Michael
We're
Parsons, I
we're
believe, is questionable against the Giants.
he's gonna play. He's playing. He
Yeah,
doesn't have a choice. He
I
doesn't
feel
have a
like he's
choice.
gonna
All
play
right,
too.
he's gonna play. There's no way around it. Michael Parsons is gonna play. A whole lot of people are questionable. I seen the injury report, the final injury report earlier today. It was a long laundry list of people that said questionable because there was an illness going around the facility. But I think they're going to play. Those players that were on the list, they're going to play. And I have to give a shout out right now. He might not ever see this, but Damon Clark. I don't know if you know him. You probably don't, but he came in. He filled Anthony Barr's shoes. He played great. He played that Vikings game better than I could have asked for. He came in, did what he had to do, filled the spots, got to the ball, made plays. He's probably our most valuable rookie, and he just came back like 2 weeks ago. I just have to shout him out on that. Damon Clark, if you ever see this, I appreciate you, man. You do your job. You're great. You're gonna be on this team for years to come, man. You're gonna have a starting spot next year. So, now enough about the Cowboys. We gotta get to the Vikings. The root of the Vikings' problem is their O line, right?
Ooh, but
The Vikings O
they O line is not good. It's a decent O line. It's enough to work with,
it's
but against a dominant pass rush like
Against a
the
dominant
Cowboys,
pass rush like the Cow. No,
yeah,
like
and
against
that's
doing
the
it.
type of pass rushes they're gonna see in the playoffs. That's the thing that worries me about the Vikings a little bit.
And that's why I call them fraudulent. That's why I think they're frauds. Because if you give up the, we seen the Bengals give up 9 sacks to the Tennessee Titans and win. That will never happen again.
Hell
That
no.
will never happen again. If the
Hell
Vikings find a way to give up 4, 5, 6 sacks in the playoffs, the game's done. If if the Vikings O line gets wrecked like that in the playoffs, they're finished. You can't go into a game and get sacked 7 times and expect to win. It's just not possible. Um, Kirk Cousins, he just had no time to throw because that O line is not good, and their best O lineman, Christian Darrisaw, went out and he's in concussion protocol, and he's not playing Thursday. So that against the Patriots,
yeah.
he has to. They have to go against Matt Judon,
But
who's
yeah,
also one of the best pass
Christian
rushers in the
Barmore,
league.
he's actually Christian Barmore is
He's
really
really
solid.
good. Yeah, and Christian Barmore is good. Matt Judon leads the league in sacks, by the way, with 13 and a half. Mike
Yep.
Tyson is coming for that, by the way. Um,
He ain't
that
getting
O
that, but
line is that O line is in shambles, and there's a it needs to they need to address that. They get a 10-day break, I believe, because they get Thanksgiving and they don't play again until next Sunday. So that is a problem that needs to be addressed. Is that O line and everything else? That's the root of the problem. And that O line is, I mean, the O line is terrible, and
it's
their
not
defense is
terrible. It's
good.
actually a good O line. It's just your pass rush made it look terrible.
Yeah, okay, I take that back. They have a decent O line, but against a great pass rush, they're gonna fold.
Yeah.
Um, like against the Bills, they held up pretty solidly,
They could
but
hold up
the Bills'
against
pass
one
rush,
star pass rusher, but once they
yeah,
see Michael Parsons and Demarcus Lawrence is
yeah, it's Michael Parsons, Demarcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong. We got them safeties that can blitz. Lane Vander Esch can get in there. Diggy Zua, he can get in there. Um, Dante Fowler. We have a deep pass rush group. Um, but like I was saying, they just have to. Their O line is their biggest problem. They have a decent quarterback in Kirk Douglas. They have Justin Jefferson, who's a great receiver, probably the best receiver in the league, behind Tyreek Hill. Adam Thielen is a great wide receiver too, and KJ Osborne is a great, third receiver.
TJ
But when it
Hawkinson is
comes
decent.
TJ Hawkinson, I see why the Lions gave up on him. He dropped a touchdown in the end zone Sunday, which really cost him because that probably, if he catches that touchdown, it's no telling how that game shift.
Yeah.
But
And
all around,
that's not worrisome that like the Lions traded a star tight end
in
to a
into the
divisional
same
opponent.
division, that does worry me. That worries me a little bit because I was like, Hawkinson to the Vikings, don't they play in the same division? Why would
Yeah,
they
it's
do
like
that?
that
I
means they
guess the
don't think
Lions
highly
aren't
of him.
that big of a threat.
Yeah, they don't look at
They're
him
not.
as a threat. He's just a
So
tight end.
I mean, if he was in Dallas, if he could would have came to Dallas, he'd be a freaking superstar because Dak's favorite target is the tight end, Dalton Schultz. But you know, I don't want to put this loss so much on the Vikings O line. I think it was just a Cowboys masterclass.
Yeah.
You just put on the clinic, play perfect through all 3 phases. So
I seen a crazy stat that the Vikings they are 8-2 with a total net rating of -2, meaning you combine all the games and the
the
scores against, yeah,
point differential,
they're losing
yeah,
by 2. And the
yeah, that's
Jacksonville Jaguars who are 3-7, when you do that
have
for
a
them,
+11.
yeah,
Yeah, I saw that.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is a crazy stat because they're you can say they're the worst 8-2 team in the history of the NFL with that point differential. They literally are. That is probably they're the worst 8-2 team I've ever seen in my life,
But it's
and that
because
just
all
goes
their
to
games
show
are
that
close games. At some point, you got to give them credit for winning close games. It's not easy to have
it
nail
is
biters and
because
win every single one.
you can. Yeah, I understand that you can win the close games and all that, but at a certain point you have to put separation between yourself and everybody else. That's what I hate to say it, but that's what the Eagles are doing right now. Even though they struggled the last 2 games, through the first 8, they put a pretty decent gap between them and everybody else in the NFC, which is what you have to do. I don't think you can go into the playoffs and consider y'all you can be a contender in the NFL and have a negative point differential because that means that you're not putting up enough points, and if you can't put up points in the playoffs, obviously you can't win the game.
Yeah, but
So that concerns me if I'm a Vikings fan that we have a negative point differential. That concerns me.
yeah, but that negative point differential was mainly skewed to the Cowboys game because the Cowboys they won by
37 points.
37.
Yeah, I get that.
But just in general, 8
37.
and 2 though.
That goes. That go. They lost by their first loss. They lost by 17, and then this next loss they lost by 37. That's 40 points. That's 40 some points right there.
Nah, that's more
And
than 40.
like,
I think that's 54.
I'm not good at math, man. Hold on.
Yeah,
37 plus 17. That's 54 points right there.
you did.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean, man. If the point differential is -2 and you're 8-2, that's what I'm saying. You have to put if you're gonna consider yourself a contender, you have to put reasonable distance in between yourself and everybody else. That's all. That's what I'm saying. I don't. That's why the Vikings are not contenders to me. The Vikings are fraudulent, and we're gonna see
Fraud.
what they're made of Thursday when they have to play the Patriots and Matt Judon and that pass rush because their D line is no joke.
Yeah, and for the Patriots, it's a combination of their D line and they play calling because they got Bill Belichick calling plays. He knows when to dial up a
The
blitz. He
great,
knows when to.
yeah, the greatest defensive mind probably in NFL history. So,
Yeah, not a hot take.
I got a hot take. Okay,
No, not a
yeah,
hot take at all.
definitely not a hot take.
All right, now let's get into the Giants game versus Detroit. And oh,
I'm gonna let me go first because
all
I
right,
got
all right,
something
all
to
right. You
say.
go first.
Okay, so from a Giants fan perspective, if I'm a Giants fan, I'm concerned about this as well because you're at home, you're the favorite against a Lions team who everybody considers to be they are on the rise to be a good team, but they're just not there yet. That concerns me. Saquon, have 1.5 a carry, 15 carries for 22 yards. The Lions had him in a box. Daniel Jones not didn't have the best of days, threw 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, and your best receiver thus far is out as well. He just tore his ACL off his first 100-yard game. So, as a Giants fan, I am now. If I was a Giants fan, I would be concerned about the not just about the future of the team. I mean, just not just about the right now of the team, but also about the future of this team. Because I understand you're 7-3. The 3 losses. One to the Cowboys, one to the Lions. Who else did y'all lose to?
Lions, Cowboys, Lions. Hold on. Don't tell me. Lions, Cowboys. Oh my.
I'm looking. I'm looking. As a football person, I feel like we should know this stuff.
No, no. Lion.
Seahawks. Seahawks. Sorry,
Bro, I told you
Seahawks.
don't tell me.
I know two of those wins acceptable. I can accept those 2 wins because those are two great teams. But the Lions, come on, man, you can't lose. Can't lose to the Lions. But um, is Daniel Jones the guy? You know, is he the guy?
That's a
Can
great
y'all
question.
actually bring in weapon? Because don't get me wrong, he's a good quarterback. He's not great. He's not piss poor. He's like right in the middle. He's in that
Ryan Tannehill.
14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, he's in the Tannehill range. Tannehill's a little bit above. He's in the, I don't know, he's in the 14, 15, 16,
Jameis
17 range.
Winston.
He's somewhere in, not because James Winston ain't even starting. So he's in a tier of his own. How about that? Because he can run, he can
Hey, he
throw,
sounds special to me.
he just can't make the plays when they need to be made. Is he the question I'm asking as a Giants fan? Is he the guy? Can we actually do something to bring in weapons? Because you can't. Y'all are weapons poor. All you have is Saquon and an all right defense. That's not gonna carry y'all nowhere. I understand y'all are gritty. Y'all can play. Y'all can play the hell out of football. But at the end of the day, y'all need weapons. You need something. The defense can't do it on its own, and that's what's carrying y'all to a lot of these wins. Daniel Jones in the defense.
The run game and the defense, and the run game was completely eliminated. Um, Daniel Bellinger and Evan Neal, they both missed out on Week 11 game. And Evan Neal injury is kind of big because he's been a big part of our run game because he's been
Yeah,
one of the better tackles in the league, and he's a young rookie. His first couple games wasn't that well, but ever since that, him and Andrew Thomas is probably one of the better tackle duos in the league because Andrew Thomas has been one of the better tackles, period.
yeah, he has.
And
With that, and if he goes down, that's a major blow.
we just had too many turnovers. Like watching the game, it was turnover, turnover, turnover. And we're a gritty team. We don't get points like that. We run and rely on defense and grit and coaching decisions at the end of the game. And once you put yourself in such a big hole with all those turnovers, Daniel Jones had thrown 2 interceptions, and you were saying, do you think he's the guy for our future? The position we're in with how well we doing this season, I don't think we have a choice
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
because we don't have a high enough draft pick to get one of these Bryce Youngs, and I don't see how else we get a quarterback unless we get like Lamar Jackson, which man,
Not happening.
hey, hey, hey,
Not
man, you
happening.
don't know.
Not happening. I don't see a world in which Lamar
I don't think
leaves
we
the
have enough money
situation
for
he's
that.
in. Nah, y'all probably don't because
We
Kenny
got
Galladay
Kenny
said y'all
Galladay
need
on
him.
contract. We got to pay Saquon because we didn't pay him last offseason, and he's getting his
Oh,
we getting it he getting it back in blood right now.
yeah, yeah,
Um, what's his name? Leonard Williams got that crazy contract. He's a good player, but he's on a very big deal. We don't have enough money. We barely even have enough money to get our own players back. I wrote a couple notes on this game. The Lions. I want to talk about Lions going into the season. You remember like our first episodes before, like when I was kind of messing
yeah,
up with editing and
yeah,
stuff. One of
yeah,
them, I said the Lions could get like 7 wins. I'm not I'm not
yeah,
too shocked that we lost to the Lions. The Lions is actually a decent team, and I was telling y'all, Jared Goff is a cool quarterback. Like
yeah, yeah. Fact.
Jared Goff he's decent, bro. It's like he's really, really solid, and the Lions, they're gonna get a pick from him. Cause once they draft a quarterback this off season, they gotta let go of Jared Goff. Someone's gonna be willing to give a late first for Jared Goff, believe it or not. Like the Washington Commanders.
No,
You don't think the
no,
Commanders would give up their first for Goff?
hell no. The
You'll be
commanders ain't
shocked.
using the commanders finna use their own first and find somebody.
The
I'm gonna be
Commanders can
surprised
make the
if they don't.
playoffs.
They can. Oh, they can. And if they go, come on, I ain't worried about the Commanders. They could though. They can make the playoffs, and if they do, they'll be the 7th seed. You know who they'll have to play? Probably they probably have to play the Vikings, and that's a dub. They can beat the Vikings. I think they could beat the Vikings, bro.
That's crazy, bro, because Chase Young is coming back soon. And then they're gonna play against the Vikings. Online that they actually could win on some
Yeah,
crazies.
that's what I'm saying. They can
Damn,
win that game.
damn. I ain't even think of it like that. But yeah, going back to the Giants, Daniel Jones, he needs weapons. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying that
Yeah,
we are trying our hardest to get him weapons. But it's always just something unfortunate. Kenny Galladay was a complete bust. Kadarius Tony, I don't know what's going on there. I hope he
he's
does
been at the
amazing with the
last.
Chiefs.
He's been at the last, man. Because he was good with the Chiefs, but he got out. That guy. I don't know if he was faking the injuries, but
Yeah,
he got
I
out,
don't know.
bro.
Wandale Robinson, he has a breakout game. He gets hurt during his breakout game. It's like we can never get receivers in. A lot of the players be talking about MetLife Stadium turf is terrible. Like
Yeah. But you don't see the Jets players getting hurt like this. Did Brees Hall get hurt like this? Did Brees Hall get hurt at MetLife? Let me see. I think he got hurt in Denver. I'm not sure.
that's a great question. I don't know, but
I think that's what I'm about to look up.
we need weapons, and a weapon that is available right now. One is He's willing to come to New York, and we need him to come to New York because we don't have any receivers. Going into our game next week, our our number one receiver, I believe, is like Richie James. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
him and Darius Slayton, I believe. Is
Come on,
Darius
bro.
Slayton playing?
Uh,
Yeah, I understand that. I feel you. But I'm sorry to break it to you, buddy. Odell's coming to Dallas, man. He's coming to Dallas, bro. And I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to see that happen. And all the Giants fans won't want to see it either. But it's inevitable. Okay.
Richie James is out also.
Oh my God. If y'all win it, bro. If the Cowboys blow this game, I don't know what. I don't know. I just. I would be so. I don't know what to say. Is y'all was y'all just so down and
We could easily beat the Cowboys. I'm gonna tell you how when we get there. We're gonna talk about that game, but I'm gonna name you some receivers for the Giants. We got Sterling Shepard on IR, Wandale Robinson on IR, Colin Johnson on IR, Richie James questionable, Kenny Galladay is Kenny Galladay, and
yeah.
Darius Slayton. That wide receiver room. If we had Odell, Darius Slayton, and Kenny Galladay, that looks so different.
No, it wouldn't make a difference because you know what happened.
We win the
Odell
Super
would
Bowl.
get the majority. Odell we get the majority of the targets, and once the team would take out Odell, then what? You stuck with what you had before, which is absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but we're. I feel like we're gonna fall off because we've been getting hit with the injury bug, and our schedule's about to get tough because we got Fabian Monroe out, Adoree Jackson out, Azeez Ojulari was on the IR, Evan Neal's out, Andrew Thomas is questionable, John Feliciano is out. Our whole entire offensive line, but Mark Glowinski is out or questionable.
That's why if we beat y'all, I would not even troll because I understand the type of injuries y'all have,
Bro,
but nobody had that kind of sympathy.
our
Nobody
swing
had the
tackle is
sympathy.
hurt.
Nobody had the sympathy for the Cowboys in 2020. Bro, y'all niggas was still dogging us, but okay. Y'all expect us to get sympathy to everybody, but y'all would give it to them.
And
And I mean, it's
Sam
cool, but I completely understand the injury.
Sam Bellinger, if you watch the Giants games, he's been like our second best weapon or third behind Saquon. He's been the way
Yeah,
that they use him, all the little plays with him. Sam Daniel Bellinger's been actually really nice, and him being out too is another blow. And every year, Daniel Jones gets unlucky with the players around him getting hurt, and
yeah,
I feel like it's gonna be the reason he gets a he's gonna resign with us, but it's not gonna be a long term contract. I feel like it's
yeah.
gonna be like a 2 year deal. We're gonna
Yeah.
use him as a bridge quarterback as we go and look for another
I
star.
hear you. I
Man,
just feel like had y'all actually taken Dwayne Haskins like y'all was supposed to, would y'all's, you know, for like fate be different? Like, had y'all taken Dwayne Haskins,
I feel
what
like
would
Daniel
happen?
Jones is
I don't.
the right
I don't.
quarterback pick.
I don't. I feel like y'all should have got Dwayne Haskins.
You feel like Dwayne Haskins would have panned out different in the new
I
situation?
do, but because I was big. I know them. I hate the Giants, but I was like, man, if they get Dwayne Haskins, they could be dangerous. I just feel like the Commanders was the Redskins at the time just was the right situation for him. May he rest in peace though. But I sometimes I was a big Dwayne Haskins fan. I liked him coming out of college. I actually thought he was the best quarterback in that draft. I thought he was better than Kyler Murray. But rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. I just wonder. I wonder every day how different the Giants would be had
Every day.
the reports. Yeah, pretty much every day, almost every day. I'd be like, damn, because I watched Dwayne Haskins highlights all the time, and I was like, dang, man, how different could his career have been had the Giants had the reports been real and the Giants actually taken him? That's just how my mind works.
The man said every day. You think about it every day.
Not
You a
every day,
Giants
not
hater,
every day. But you get the point. Not every day, man.
bro. Another play on the Giants that's hurt that I totally forgot about is Xavier McKinney. That one.
Oh, yeah, we should beat y'all pretty handily.
He went on during our bye week. He went on vacation and
Mhm.
he
Yeah,
yeah
we should.
the Giants
But like
though.
you said, y'all are a gritty team. So anything can happen, man. Anything can happen.
Especially we playing like in like a weak opponent next week. We could still win.
Yeah. Y'all not against us. Not beating us, but
All right, let's talk about the
maybe
Chiefs.
maybe the week after. But
Who I don't even know who we play the week after. We'll figure that
I
out.
don't either.
Who? What about the Chiefs versus Chargers game? This was a game that I was watching, and this one was exciting, bro. And
I I don't. If it's not the Cowboys, I don't pay too much attention to it. I'll cut it on. But as a freaking podcaster, I have to start watching these games so I can get the get the whole thing.
yeah,
But
at least like the main
um
games.
yeah, I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
Kelsey Mahomes, man. Mahomes is one of the most talented quarterbacks I've ever seen. And like it's crazy that he's a top 10 quarterback of all time already. And
Mm, that's well,
it's,
going
ooh,
going up.
would you rather Dan Marino or Patrick Mahomes?
Um, but I'm
Dan
gonna
Marino
have to
has
go with
zero
Patrick
rings.
Mahomes. I know he has 0 rings, but come on, man. Oh,
Come on. Come
give me
on.
Patrick Mahomes. Give me Patrick
Come
Mahomes. I
on.
gotta go Patrick Mahomes.
Come on.
But I'm saying, like, bro, you can't.
Is Dan
But
Marino not a top 10 quarterback?
he is. But I'm saying, bro, you can't. But you can't.
Bro,
I trust me. I love Mahomes, bro. But you can't put him in top 10 already.
Mahomes retires right now. He has a better resume than half of those quarterbacks.
We gotta do a would you rather. Uh, we gotta do a would you rather all time for Patrick
Ooh,
Mahomes
that sound
because he
fun.
think he's so good. We gotta do a
That's
would you rather. But we
that
can do it
sound
like
fun.
next pod.
Yeah, that sound fun. But yeah, Kelsey Mahomes, that's a Super Bowl to me coming this season. Um,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna keep saying it. Chiefs versus the 49ers rematch is going to happen.
I
Um,
don't see it, but
yeah. Another thing is, Keenan Allen was back in. Justin Herbert, he looked better with an actual wide receiver one on the field because past couple weeks he's been dealing with Joshua Palmer as his receiver one and Austin Eckler as his receiver. He, Justin Herbert, although I feel like people are trying their hardest to overrate him by like saying he's like a top four quarterback.
yeah,
He is an elite quarterback, and I just want to see more from him. You feel me? I want to see him in the
yeah.
playoffs. I want to see him in different atmospheres.
If
People,
if he doesn't make the playoffs this year, which he probably won't, or you know what, I'm not going to say this year because he's still young. If he doesn't make the playoffs next year, he's going to be Philip Rivers 2.0.
bro,
The Chargers will draft another Philip Rivers.
Justin Herbert's I think Justin Herbert's a different level than Philip,
If
cause
Philip Rivers, when he was younger, he was also a different level. Philip Rivers was like that, but Philip Rivers could. He had the number one offense and number one defense, and still didn't make the playoffs back in like 2009.
bro, it's crazy because I've seen that before. Like, but I think they special teams was ranked like 30th that season.
Probably. And special teams, that's called a big piece. But like I'm saying, man, Justin Herbert, he hasn't won more games than two. Two was the most winning quarterback out that class of 20. I think out that quarterback class, Tua has the most wins. And
Joe
I
Burrow
have been sleeping on. No, he has more wins than Joe Burrow. Remember, Joe Burrow had a knee
missed,
injury. And Joe Burrow was out for almost the
but
whole year.
Tua was benched a lot for Ryan Fitzpatrick his rookie year.
No, they got nah. They got like interchange. They
Yeah,
got like
yeah.
swap spots. Man, hold on.
I forgot how bad of a coach Brian Flores was.
Brian Flores was not a bad coach.
He's
He
an
was
amazing
he was
coordinator.
defensive, but he was
Terrible
a
coach.
defensive coach with a bad offensive coordinator.
You
Brian
know
Flores,
why he
Brian
had a
Flores was
bad
not a bad
offensive
coach.
coordinator?
Wow.
Because he hired two offensive coordinators. Who sits there and has
Yeah.
two offensive coordinators, bro? That's
Yeah,
terrible.
that is crazy.
Right. I don't blame them for firing him, bro. Especially like you see that they fired him and look how amazing they look. Maybe Brian Flores was a great defensive mind. Still is. I wanted him to be the Giants defensive coordinator once he got fired because I was like, "Oh my God, this is a special coordinator." But you know, he's just not a head coach because being a head coach most is mainly offensive coordinators. Like you don't really see a bunch of
I'm gonna,
DCs do well as head
I'm
coach.
about to I'm about to calculate something real quick. Okay, so Justin Herbert's rookie year. He had Just Herbert, the rookie year, had 6 wins. He had 9 wins the next year, and he has so far he has five. Hold on, 6 plus 9 plus 5. So Justin Herbert has 20 wins through his whole career, right? Tua has 7 plus 8 plus 7. Tua has 22 wins. Joe Burrow has 2 plus 10 plus 6. Joe Burrow has 18 wins, and Jalen Hurts has 4 plus 8 plus so far 9. And Jalen Hurts has 21 wins.
Joe Burrow has 21 because he won 3 playoff games.
No, not count playoffs. Count regular season. Just regular season. Just regular season wins.
Yeah, but
Tua has
Tua is
12.
still above him, even counting playoffs.
No, Tua doesn't have playoff wins.
I know that's what I'm saying. Tua is still
Oh
above him,
yeah,
even with
yeah.
zero
So
playoff
no, see
wins.
that's what I'm saying. Tua has been. Even I made the mistake of saying Tua was the worst quarterback in that class. I took. I don't know how to go back on. I took Tua. I took Russ over Tua. Even Russ was playing bad. That's
Bro,
how deep I was
Shock
on
did the
Tua.
same. I was amazed. I was watching
I
that.
take. I take all that back. Anything I said about Tua, I'm taking it back, man. I apologize, but man, let's get back on topic. I just
Hey,
had to bring that out because
yeah.
because dude, earlier like last year, when I saw Justin Herbert, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is great. I was like, did Miami make the wrong decision taking Tua over Justin Herbert?
They still made the wrong decision. I'll say that,
Yeah, I don't know. I
but
don't
that
know.
decision isn't gonna ruin their franchise.
Hey, I don't know, man. Me personally, I just feel like Tua, Tua is. We gotta do another time, but I feel like Tua is so underrated now. Like
I'm
nobody
telling you.
is showing love for Tua.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, I'm happy that you joining the Tour Love, man. Cause I was on it
I
since
have
like week
to.
two. Cause
I have to. I have to. I gotta be real, man. I can't. I just can't say things for clicks and views.
yeah, I respect
I
that
gotta be
because
real.
when we one of our first episodes, I think, or your first episode here, I was talking about Tua, and you were like, you gotta explain that. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
I remember that.
I was like, man, I'm watching the games, and Tua's actually doing like pro
Yeah,
quarterback stuff. Like I understand when you look at stats, you want to see it more, but like I'm from like Miami. So like
yeah,
those are the games that go on my TV, and when I'm watching, I'm like, yo, what the hell? Why Tua look good, bro? Like why he look like
yeah.
a
So
NFL quarterback all
I
of a sudden?
I gotta apologize to him, man. Sorry to him, man. I was
Hey,
sleep on you.
let's talk about some more quarterbacks. There was a bunch of second year quarterbacks getting benched. We got Zach Wilson and Davis Mills.
When Zach Wilson, there is really nothing I can say about Zach Wilson except he deserves it. He deserves to be benched. You go 9 for 22 for 75 yards, and you don't feel like, and your defense only allows 3 points. You didn't
They
let your defense
defense.
down.
Oh yeah, you're right. They defense allowed three
You
points.
didn't.
I was about to say something.
You didn't let your defense down when your defense only allowed 3 points, and you couldn't get nothing going. And I seen him miss wide open receivers. You don't let your defense down. He deserves it. He deserves to be benched. And me personally, I would not put him back. I wouldn't start him for the rest of the year.
I'm
I don't want to be that guy, but Zach Wilson might be a bust. I
Zach.
even said that though coming out the 2021 draft. I did not think Zach Wilson was a good prospect. Yeah, he had the mobility. Yeah, he had the arm strength. But I just felt like due to the lack of competition he had in college, because he was in a clearly inferior division compared to, I mean, conference compared to everybody else in that draft, compared to uh, Trevor Lawrence, who was in the ACC,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah.
Justin Fields, who was in the SEC.
Mac
No, he
Jones.
was in the Big Ten. He was in the Big Ten. I was thinking maybe he was in Georgia, but
Mac
Mac
Jones. Trey
Jones, he was
Lance.
in the
Trey
SEC.
Lance was also in a weaker.
Trey Lance, Trey Lance, but we see he hasn't been. He was not the best during his tenure either.
Yeah,
So
but
now
Trey
you got to
Lance, we can
say,
still pause with him because there's been injuries
yeah,
and
yeah.
Jimmy
So
G.
that's why I feel like that's the main reason why I feel like the Jets made the wrong decision taking him because of the lack of competition. Everybody else, I feel like those were solid picks, especially Mac Jones' pick. Um, Coming from the SEC, the toughest division in college football, I would say that was the best pick. That was a great, the best crazy. That was a great pick. But yeah, and
I
Zach
knew
Wilson,
I knew Zach Wilson. I kind of hold the word bust back. Like you see, like with Trey Lance, I ain't even say it. Soon as I last year when he went to New England and threw four or five interceptions, and I watched
yeah,
those interceptions, like you're a bum. Like,
yeah, yeah.
like
I kind of wanted to give him that Sam Darnold treatment. I wanted to give him I wanted to because I don't know what it is with New York and with the Jets drafting quarterbacks, but they missed these past years when they had the chance to go draft top quarterbacks.
yeah,
Sam Darnold was a huge miss when you had Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson still on the board. Uh, I think even I'm not gonna say that because he's bad too, but I also feel that, and even this one, they could have had Mac Jones, who is better than Zach Wilson. They could have had Trevor Wilson, not Trevor, Justin Fields, who's better than Zach Wilson.
Trey. I
Trey
would even take
Lance
a
is
yeah. I
better than
would
Zach
even take
Wilson.
a Davis Mills.
That I ooh nah. Davis Mills stayed at Stanford his last year. He would have been the first overall pick this year, I think, in this draft. Because Davis Mills is not a bad quarterback. He's not god awful system. He's in a terrible system. Davis Mills is not that bad of a quarterback.
Yeah, but
I
like
would, oh my god, did I really just say that?
what?
That oh my god, I said that. Delete that. I don't want nobody saying that shit.
Wait, what you
Davis
say?
Mills was
What
not.
did you say?
I said, had Davis. I said this during the offseason because Davis Mills did not play bad last year. But I said, had Davis Mills stayed in college his one more year at Stanford, he'd have been the one overall pick.
I
I said
don't
that last
disagree
year.
with you.
You do?
I don't.
Oh, well, keep it. Okay.
Yeah, because look, bro. Well, he would have not been number one because of Jacksonville, but
Well,
like
yeah, maybe not number one,
he would have been
but
the
he
number one
still would have
quarterback
been.
by
He would have
far.
been the top. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah. There's
would.
no. I
But
don't.
my God. Oh, that's not a high take then. Never mind.
No, no,
But
no. When you said
it's
that, I
not a
didn't even
high
say
take.
nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't put that shit back out there then. Davis Mills probably would have been the top quarterback taken had he stayed his last year in college because he barely played when he did get the chance, and he still got drafted third. He still got drafted in the third round. I feel like he's not a bad quarterback. He's not bad at all. He's better than any quarterback in this draft in this last draft class, but he's in a terrible system where he had to come in and pretty much learn stuff as he went. And I'm not using it as an excuse for him, but because a lot of quarterbacks had to come in and learn as they went. But none of them like none of them were as bad or came into as bad of a situation as he did.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
came
The
into a
Houston Texans
dysfunctional
last
team.
season was an absolute dump fire. They had they
Yeah,
starting. He wasn't. They had a starting quarterback that was a superstar, and they didn't even get any assets yet for him back. This
yeah,
season though, they got a plethora of draft
yeah,
capital.
yeah.
They got cap space because Deshaun's not there anymore. They actually filled out their roster pretty well for Davis Mills, and Davis Mills he hasn't been bad. Him being benched kind of surprised me, honestly. I feel like him being I gotta double check because I haven't been keeping up with too many Houston Texans games. I don't know if
They're
that's a
one and
surprise.
they're bad, but I don't feel like you can put it all on. You can't put it all on Davis Mills, but they're still pretty bad.
He hasn't been playing too well. Yeah, he hasn't. But like for them, it's like just let him roll out. I feel like just let him. If he does terrible, right?
Let him
You get
cook.
a drop. Not let him cook. He ain't cooking. But like let him get you a top pick. Cause if no matter what who they starting in that quarterback right now, right? They're
Yeah.
gonna draft a quarterback in the off season.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
So like
sure.
why
They're
don't
getting
you just
Bryce
let
Young to sit
Davis
that
Mills
shit out.
roll?
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're not winning nothing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I
They
don't get it.
literally have nothing to lose, and that's why the Texans have quietly been one of the worst organizations over the past 2 years, 2 or 3 years.
Decade, you mean?
Minnesota, Nah, 2 or 3 years.
Bro,
Definitely
since
been over
Arian
2 or 3 years.
Foster was there.
Bro, I'm telling you, over the decade is a stretch. It's a reach. Because they've been to the playoffs like a lot
Yeah,
of
but they've
times.
been to the playoffs and blown 24-point lead.
Oh my God. That was holy. I don't even know who to put that on. I don't.
Bro,
Hey,
everyone. That's just the
that's Bill
organization
O'Brien.
at that
That's
point.
Bill O'Brien. That's Bill O'Brien, man. He came in, he destroyed that whole
Bro,
organization.
just
That's why
hiring
they're
Bill
doing so
O'Brien
well.
is a bad organizational move.
Yeah,
Another thing about Zach Wilson, I talked about how that Patriots game from last season, I was like, damn, he's a bust. I didn't officially write it off yet, but like I kept my eyes on him, watching him extra close, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And his first game against Pittsburgh, one touch before he even played, Joe Flacco was playing actually really well. Like Joe Flacco
yeah.
was averaging like 300 yards per game. The
Joe Flacco
Jets
was balling.
the Jets had like a passing game. Soon as Zach Wilson comes, none of the receivers know how to catch anymore. All of a sudden, like everything offensively just went away, and he's thrown more interceptions than touchdowns both seasons of his career, which
Yeah,
no surprise
but
means he's done it more.
they've been both injury riddled. Man, they've been living with injuries.
I don't know, man. I
But
never
he's
liked the
still,
Zach Wilson
but he's
pick.
still. I don't care. I'm bust. He's a bust, man. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
but that's what the Zach Wilson pick was. The Zach Wilson pick was a boomer bust pick. It was a
Yeah,
it was a this kid from BYU. He looks special. We understand he's from BYU, so he may bust, but like he looks special. We're gonna roll the dice, and
I was on Twitter. I was on Twitter, and I seen somebody compare him to fucking Johnny Manziel, but he's a decent person. You know, hey, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. He might Johnny Manziel and Zach Wilson. They're like right here.
hey
Only thing
though,
you gotta get Johnny
hey,
Manziel
I
is
heard
more
Zach
time
Wilson
off.
out here piping his mama friends, bro.
Well, now they're right here.
Yeah, hey,
That's crazy.
that
That's
man over
wild.
here
I
getting,
forgot he did that. I forgot he did that.
bro, bro,
That is crazy.
like imagine like when you ask one of your friends to put you on with someone, like he imagine he went to his mom like, Mom, you could put me on with your friend, like,
Yeah, put me on with your friend Tracy, mom. I want to see what that's like. Like, bro, come on, man. Have some respect for the whole
hey, why you had
man.
to
That is
say Tracy,
crazy.
bro? That ain't funny, bro. All right, let's
Man,
talk about. Wait, what you gonna say?
I'm just finna finish off saying I, I don't know where the Jets are. I don't know where they can go from here. You know, I hope that Zach Wilson gets on the right track, and you know, but I don't see it happening. That's all I'm saying.
You know where I'll go if I'm the Jets?
Where
To the trade block. I feel like they're a
and
quarterback
trade
away.
them and trade them.
No trade for a quarterback. I
I'll trade for one.
feel like the Jets with a quarterback is a scary team. They
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Their
like
defense is already top tier.
they got Seattle picked this year.
No, those are done. That's done. That was last year.
Oh,
That
they
was
finished
last year.
last year. Oh, the Broncos got Seattle picks now. Oh my God, bro. Seattle just be
No,
giving up.
Seattle got the Broncos picks
Yeah, you're right.
because they got Russ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Damn, Seattle fleeced them. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
Seattle fleeced them.
only right after they got fleeced for Jamal Adams.
Ooh. Yeah, they had to get it. They had to get that back in blood. They couldn't do somebody else dirty. But man, they got fleeced. I thank God every day the Cowboys didn't trade for Jamal Adams.
I got
Holy,
I got a question. Like you see how like we
yeah.
talking about like the Broncos got fleeced and Seattle got fleeced with Jamal Adams? Do you think the
Yeah.
Rams got fleeced with Matthew Stafford?
No, because they got a ring out with
All
him.
right, all right.
It's not a and look. I don't care what happens. It's not a fleecing if you get a ring out of it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't you don't get bamboozled if you get a ring. Hey, that's a 10 out of 10
yeah.
trade.
Hey,
Even the
that's the
Lakers,
definition of a win-win
man.
trade.
Even the Lakers, even though that was a Mickey Mouse ring, they got a ring out of it. So that AD trade was good.
I don't
So
know, man.
they don't get
The
it
Lakers,
may have just it might have destroyed their future, but they got a ring out of it.
destroyed,
Hey,
obliterated. Bro,
yeah.
it look like that pick about to land the Pelicans Victor Wembanyama.
Bro, if they get Victor, bro, if they get Victor as a Knicks fan, I'm not a Knicks fan, but it's a oh my goodness, that's gonna be scary. That'll be scary for these
The
niggas.
Nets, bruh,
But yeah,
bruh, bruh. You hearing Victor got you, Victor to the Pelicans got you tripping because you randomly claimed to be a Knicks fan, then said the
oh
Nets
no,
gonna
no,
be
no, I'm
scary.
not a Knicks fan. I'm not a Knicks fan, bro. No, no, no. I said if I was a Knicks fan, I'd be salty. I'd be mad as hell because they could have had KD, Kyrie, Zion. They could have had a lot of people, but nobody wants to fucking play there. But, but I got a question real quick. It's NBA related, and I hate this about the Knicks. How can you call yourself the Mecca of the NBA? You know what the Mecca is, right? It's
The
like
Maker's like the
the
top of the top, top, top.
yeah, it's like the Islamic holy place, like the most holy place in Islam. How can you call yourself the Mecca of basketball and you haven't won a championship in 50 fucking years?
Dude, the Knicks gonna be the Knicks, man. You know they just bro. That's how the big market teams are. Like in the NBA,
I,
the big market teams run shit. Like they do whatever they want. Like the Knicks over here, like I don't understand, bro. The Knicks.
but they haven't ran anything. But they haven't made it past the second round in forever.
I know, but like we're always gonna hear about the Knicks and trade
Yeah,
rumors.
we
We're
are.
always gonna
We
hear
are.
about it
We are.
in
You
free
know, I don't. I
agency.
hate to do this. I hate to do this, man, because we're nowhere near the Knicks. But the Knicks are the Cowboys of basketball, bro. The Knicks are the Cowboys of the basketball world.
I
But
feel
you want
like
to know
I feel
exactly who
like I feel like
belongs?
a dang, bro. The cow, bro.
It's either it's
The,
either the Knicks or the Lakers.
that's
Both
what
of
I
them.
was gonna say. I feel like the Cowboys are both in one. The Cowboys are
Yeah,
just both in one.
yeah. The Knicks are the cow. The Knicks and the Lakers are the Cowboys of the NBA. Man, let's keep this going, man. Let's come on. Let's
All
go. Let's
right.
go.
All right, we talking about the Cowboys of the NBA. Let's talk about Odell. You think he's gonna go to the Lakers
I
and the
think.
Knicks of the NFL?
I think. You know,
Another
before this pod, I would say I said that whoever wins this game is who Odell's going to. But as me being a Cowboys fan, I've had my hopes up for so many people. I had my hopes up for Jamal Adams. I got my hopes up for uh, who else is supposed to? A lot. I don't remember everybody because I get pissed off and forget. There's a lot of people who I got my hopes up
Von
for,
Miller.
and Bob Miller, another example.
Imagine
I got
that.
my
Imagine that D line with Von Miller right
imagine
now.
with Von. Oh my God! You want to talk about the best D line in the NFL, bro? We would blow. We'd have the best defense since the '85 Bears. But you, when as a Cowboys fan, I tend to get my hopes up when it comes to these big names, you
Y'all,
know.
hold on. Are
And
y'all the best defense in the league right now?
nah,
All right.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that yet. I
All right.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. We got the best pass rush, but as a total defense, no,
All right.
because we can't stop the run.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. All right.
We got the best pass defense. We got one of the, we
Y'all
got one
have
of the best.
y'all have
We
a
got one.
nice end. And y'all have good ends. Y'all have good edge rushers. Y'all have fine linebackers and a good secondary. It's just that interior is so
Yeah,
shitty.
we don't have good we don't have a good run
What's his
defense,
name?
but we have
Gallimore?
it straight everywhere else. Gallimore's shaky. Odigizura, he's not even a run stop. He's like a pass rush defensive tackle. But like I was saying, man, as a Cowboys fan, I've got my hopes up for a lot of people, and none of them have felt as inevitable as Odell Beckham. Like it just feels right, you know, that he just feels like he has a star on his helmet by the end of the week. And uh, I I just hope that this isn't one of those things where I'm getting hyped, I'm getting pumped, I'm getting ready to buy Odell jersey just for him to go to sign with the fucking Kansas City Chiefs, you know, because he may have said the reports may be that it's down to the Cowboys or Giants, but sure enough, somebody else can sweep in
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
take them, just like the Bills did. We didn't. Nobody expected the Bills to be the fucking front runner for Von Miller, and you know they came in and took him. So that's just. But the way Odell is in his career at this point, he's already said that he doesn't. That he wants a stable home. You know, he wants a place to come home. You know, a place to call home. A place he can come in, fill his role, just play football and retire when he gets done. And Dallas is the perfect place to do that. We don't have no state taxes. The weather is fucking lovely. Weather's wonderful. And the DFW area is a great place to live. It's everything about the situation is screaming Cowboys. Like it feels inevitable that we get Odell. But being a Cowboys fan and knowing what happens when we get this much hype around us, we fall flat on our faces and we're fucking pounding the floor, kicking our legs, crying because we didn't get them. So my hopes are high, my hopes are also not high.
So where do you got Odell going? Like
I never go to the Cowboys. It just has to happen.
I also got Odell going to the Cowboys. Y'all, the Cowboys have $15 million in cap space, which they got from letting Amari Cooper go like geniuses. So
Yeah.
Odell would be the replacement. They
But
have
also, I'll let you go.
they have a better quarterback that would attract Odell more. They team like he's looking at what I just looked at with the depth chart and all the injuries. Odell's looking Odell and his agent are also looking at that and
Yeah.
seeing, all right, they're seeing the Cowboys have more pass attempts per game than the Giants, which is what Odell wants. He wants more catches. He's also playing for next season's contract. He's probably gonna sign a
Yeah.
1 year deal, and the Cowboys could give him like a 110 right now. Giants can't
No,
compete
no,
with that.
he already said that if he's gonna sign anybody, it has to be multiple years. Like it has to be, or it's done, or no, or it's a no go. Like that is one of the main things. It has to be at least three.
Yeah, I was saying the Cowboys could offer him the most money. They offer him out of the Giants and Cowboys the most pass attempts, the better playoff chance, the better quarterback. I just feel like he's gonna end up a Cowboy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It just feels inevitable. But like I said, as a Cowboys fan, I don't know. I just feel like something can happen to where we don't end up with them. But hey,
I wonder what that'll be because Jerry Jones seems
that's what I'm
interesting.
saying.
It's always
That's
something though.
that's another thing, man. The way Jerry Jones talks about Odell and the way that that's what I'm saying. Everything is just about the situation. It's just screaming Dallas Cowboys. It has to. It has to happen. It has to, man. It has to happen.
It should happen, but it probably won't. Like you said, like even
Hey, there's a chance that it will not happen. And we fall, and the Cowboys fans fall on our faces, man. We look stupid. There's always that chance, bro. That's why that's what I'm saying, man.
I believe during the offseason, as soon as Amari Cooper left, I was like, Odell to the Giants would be a cool little signing. But hopefully it happens. I'd love to see Odell eat with the Giants. If he comes to I mean, eat with the Cowboys. And worst case scenario for me, my prediction is wrong, and he goes to my favorite team. Like I ain't tripping. Like it's a win-win for
If
me.
he comes to the Giants, you ain't gonna do shit with him. So
But if he goes to the Giants, he could help develop Daniel Jones. Because Daniel Jones, bro, every time he looks like he's building a connection with a receiver, they get hurt, bro. And like if I'm Odell, I'm staying away from that, bro. Like,
yeah, you
cause,
think? Heck yeah, man. No,
cause
and
that's
that's another
literally.
thing. That is crazy because that is so true, bro. If I've had two ACL. If I'm Odell, I had two ACL surgeries. I'm getting up there in age. I don't know if I want to go to a situation like that. Probably the worst field in football.
And I
I
seen
don't know if I want
three
to go to
three
that.
wide receivers on that team tear their ACL this season. I'm scared. I'm
Yeah, I don't know
scared.
if I don't know if I want to go to a situation like that. So maybe I don't know, man. That's why I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to look stupid, bro.
All right, we got another topic. We've been staying in the NFC East for a lot of this show, which y'all probably gonna get a lot of because this is a Cowboys fan and a Giants fan, man. So y'all gonna have to, hey man, NFC
You're gonna have
East,
to deal with it. If you don't
hey,
like it,
especially we the best division
it's
in the
foot.
league right now. So it's like
Yeah,
this is football. The NFC East
yeah.
is football.
it's football right now.
All right, but we're gonna talk about the Eagles taking their first L of the season. This happened last week on Monday Night Football. We didn't talk
Monday,
about it
last Monday
because
night football. Uh,
we recorded like 5 to 7 on Monday.
yeah.
Then like the game started an hour later. You know what's
Um,
crazy?
what?
I was I was I was looking at it like, yo, this might be the game. I was trying to find a website to where I could put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah.
But I don't be doing like stuff like that on those type of websites to get it.
Mhm.
The
Yeah, you
Eagles,
just want to use some bread.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to find a website that day, but the Eagles game, it was kind of unfortunate, which reminds me, sports is luck also because they had Jalen Hurts played amazing. When I was watching the game,
Yeah.
he threw a bomb to Quez Watkins.
But he fumbled it.
Walk in the end zone, fumble. All right.
Yeah.
The possession before that, Dallas Goddard, he face mask. We see the face mask after,
Yeah.
and since he can't see right, he fumbles the ball. But guess what? They review the play, see the face mask, and don't call a face mask for whatever
You
rule.
can't because you can't do that. You can't like you go like on reviews. You can't review penalties. 'Cause if you could do that, they would call holding after every review. You can't review penalties, so that's why they couldn't throw the face mask. If they saw it, then that'd be different. You can't review penalties. That's the thing,
Yeah,
which sucks. You
it was the
shouldn't.
point of.
You shouldn't. No.
It
It
doesn't
was a
suck.
missed call. It was a bit. Mistakes happen. Sometimes costly mistakes happen. What the hell? That's football. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good.
It was another play that Jalen Hurts did his thing, and I can't remember right now, but Jalen Hurts he's still number two on the MVP ladder for me at this moment. Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts has been
behind
amazing.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes has took the leap above Jalen Hurts now. It was just at that moment Jalen Hurts was number one to me mid season, but Patrick Mahomes has took it in now. Um, another thing. That's the other thing. Taylor Heineke took the knee, right? And
yeah,
Brandon Graham ran
Brandon,
into
yeah,
him.
Brandon Graham.
It's kind of hard. It sucks because
No. It's I don't. Me personally, when I was in high school and I played football, I played outside linebacker. I feel like I could if I see the quarterback on the ground. I feel like I would take it as okay, he give himself up, and I think the whistle was already blown. Because you can do that. Tom Brady does it all the time, and nobody gets mad. But when it happens to when somebody else does it, it's a problem. I've seen Tom Brady give himself up a lot of times.
it's
Never,
it's just the
never
way he
admits it.
gave himself. What it was awkward. It was kind of awkward. So I understand the penalty, but Brandon Graham was still in the wrong. I understand why he
Yeah,
messed up though, cause like it was just an awkward way to nail the ball.
yeah, and it happens so fast. I,
Yeah,
I get it. It happens so fast. Real time is way different than slow motion. And when you're actually in that situation, sometimes it just it just happens. But you take that and you learn from it.
yeah, that game was
I,
just
I feel like if anything, it was a smart play by Taylor Heineke.
dog. Amazing play by Taylor Heineke. That's why he's the starting quarterback of that franchise right now
Yeah.
instead of Carson Wentz, who they gave up a first rounder for. Which if Carson Wentz could net you a first rounder, I don't see why Jared Goff can't.
I
It would be it
You got
would
a
be
point. You got a point, but I just don't see a world in which
it
which
would
anybody
be
would give
a
up
pick
first
with
round picks for.
restrictions. Like I would when you trade that pick, it'll be like Jared Goff. If he plays 9 games, it's a first. If he plays less than 9, it's a second. Like it would be
Yeah.
that type of pick. Um,
And but I don't see a world in which Jared Goff he doesn't get hurt that much, so I don't see a world in which he doesn't play more than 9 games.
yeah,
So
but
yeah, I'm good.
sometimes teams will like he'll be
Yeah,
on his
yeah,
eighth game and they're like, you know what, you've been a bum, bro. Let's
yeah,
start
yeah.
Sam
I
Howell.
get that. I don't know, man. That's who they need to develop. I feel like that's who they're developing. You know, somehow because he's not no. I don't think he's that bad, but he is still young. So let Taylor Heineke cook because he is cooking right
All right, now let's get into our NFL Pick Ems, man. Like, this is the Thanksgiving games. If you're watching this right now, I want to tell you Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you having a nice day. Hope you eating good, and you watching some
Yeah.
football or World Cup, whatever one you watch. And you got anything to say about Thanksgiving, Mike? What you thankful for?
Uh, Thanksgiving is a great holiday for family and food, man. The worst Thanksgiving food is fucking turkey. So
Ham,
that's why I take, huh?
ham, ham.
Ham is spectacular. I love ham.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
yeah.
turkey is the worst Thanksgiving food ever.
All right, the worst is
And
crazy,
hold
man.
on, let me see if I can think of anything else. Turkey, and probably and cranberry sauce. I hate those two things that I cannot stand on Thanksgiving. If I see that shit on my plate, I'm throwing it back at you.
Hey,
I'm taking
turkey
that
is
shit off there.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Seeing you don't like turkey is crazy.
I don't, man. Maybe, maybe my family just don't cook the turkey right, man. But
Nah, nah, nah. Your
my
mama
family
cook it
does
right.
it.
You the problem.
I'm not the problem.
Nah, nah.
Whoever
You a
cooked that
problem.
turkey, whoever cooked, so you eat dry turkey, I'll be having to dip my turkey in some damn water or something. Bro. That turkey be dry as hell. It's like turkey don't retain no moisture, bro. So I don't mess with it. So I sleep. That's why it's my least favorite Thanksgiving food.
Hey, let's talk about the first game tomorrow. That we got three games gonna be played tomorrow on Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving because it's like that, man. We got the
Yeah,
Bills versus the Lions. Who you got coming out in that game?
this is pretty easy. I got the Bills, but like I said, any given Sunday, anything is possible. But except this, the Bills are gonna come out of this game. Bills are gonna win this game. I feel like it's gonna be pretty easily. It shouldn't be too much of a struggle. By the way, this is gonna be the second week in a row they play in Detroit. The second time they play in Detroit because they had to play there Sunday because of the snow in Buffalo. So I don't know. Maybe Buffalo will be familiar with this area, but I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter, but still, I think the Bills should win this game pretty easily. Josh Allen should dominate this Lions defense, which hasn't been bad, but hasn't been and also hasn't been world uh hasn't been all world. But Josh Allen has been all world. Uh, he's just an amazing player, and the weapons he has is just as great. If not, they're just as good as him. So this
Um,
should be a pretty easy game to win for the Bills.
Trap game.
Trap? No, the Vikings were the trap game because the Vikings, as we know, are not that great. They're frauds.
I got the
But
Bills, but this has serious trap game potential because I told you the Lions is decent. I'm not just saying this because they beat the Giants. The Lions is actually decent, bro.
yeah, they
Like,
are.
and
They are.
what about Jamison Williams? I saw news on him.
I think he's coming back. We think he might even if not this week. I think it's next week.
I think they have to activate him by this week if he's gonna play for the season, any point this season. But
Yeah.
ooh, 1 hour ago, Jamison Williamson really, really, really excited about return.
I just saw that. I just saw that.
Yeah. I can't confirm. Jamison Williams at practice. Jamison Williams could be the best wide receiver in this class, which says a lot. Cause how could
Yeah,
Chris,
he can. He can. I'm
bro?
surprised he didn't. He would have went higher had he not got
Yeah,
hurt.
and he still went like what pick
He
11?
went 12.
Yeah,
12, I think.
he still went that high with like a serious injury. Cause
Yeah.
he's the receiver in this draft class who had the special talent. He had that crazy speed.
Mhm. Yeah.
This has serious
Probably the
trap game
best receiver
potential.
in this draft.
Serious trap game potential, but I'm gonna go with the Bills. The next game is the Giants versus the Cowboys. Who you got coming out with
Uh,
that one?
I feel like you should give your answer because I want to see if you're gonna make the right choice.
Bro, the Giants.
You're wrong. Bro, we went over this earlier. Y'all have no one. You have no receivers. All you have is Saquon Barkley. That's it. That's it, bro.
Bro, the thing
Cowboys are
is
gonna
though,
win this. Cowboys are winning this game.
if we were
I believe.
playing a good team,
Huh?
I would have picked them.
If we were playing a good team, what do you mean? Y'all are decent. What are you talking about? Y'all are not bad. Y'all are 7-3 for no reason. But come on now. Anyways, Cowboys gonna win this game, and it won't. It's not even. I don't feel like it'll be that close.
Yeah,
Tony
alright.
Pollard is a dog. Dak is a dog. Our defensive line, you better not let our defensive line get after Daniel Jones because if we do, you're gonna be in for a long day. So I'm going Cowboys.
Alright.
But did you cover your ears? Why did you
Nah.
cover your ears?
Nah, I was plugging them. You feel me? I ain't want to hear that bullshit you was talking about. I ain't want to
Well,
hear
I should
nothing.
take my headset off so I don't hear
All
bullshit you
right.
about to say.
Let's talk about the Patriots versus the Vikings. Who you got coming out in that game?
I think this one will be the closest of all the games being played tomorrow. So I'm gonna go Vikings, but it's gonna be close because of strictly because of the Patriots defense, strictly because of the Patriots pass rush, and the fact that the Vikings offense is just better than the Patriots offense. But my problem, like I said earlier when we talked about the Vikings, is my problem with them is their O line. Can they keep it together? Can they neutralize Matt Judon and not let him break the game like he can? Uh, I don't know if they can, but I do think that they'll win this. It'll be the closest of all the games. So I'm going Vikings.
I'm also going to go with the Vikings. I ain't really. You said everything I got to say about the Vikings. They a good team still. The Patriots, they have a really hard time scoring the ball.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
it's that offense. I don't know, man. Mac Jones. I don't know, man. He
Matt
he
Jones played good,
he
but
also
he
doesn't
still
have
can't
weapons.
score.
It's hard to like judge him too much. But
Yeah,
I got the Vikings coming out in this one. Now we going from to Miami versus Houston. Who you got coming out in this game?
Miami. There's not much to talk about.
Yeah, you know what I love about
Miami
the
wins.
NFL?
What?
The It was either gonna be Miami or Cleveland that gets Deshaun Watson, and like
Deshaun
you
Watson.
see how like
Yeah,
those are the two games they got like back to back.
yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Uh, yeah, Miami, man.
Oh yeah, I also
But
got
Deshaun Watson comes back next week.
yeah,
That is good in Houston. The
yeah.
game is in Houston. That's good, bro. We gotta set up for next week. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I
The
also got
NFL is fucking crazy, bro.
right. It's hilarious. Bro. How do people in Houston feel about Deshaun?
Um, when he was there, they loved him. When he left, I feel like they still roll for him because he's still the quarterback. But now, I feel like he's probably going to be number one, and he can't go outside by himself. So, or somebody's gonna do something. Like Houston people are crazy, but I just feel like I don't know. I kind of wish Bill O'Brien was never a thing because he really ruined the Texans. Had I feel for Deshaun honestly, but uh, hey, I stood with Deshaun the whole way. So I hope I hope the Browns beat the Texans.
All
But
right.
that's for next week. Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
That's for next week.
Yeah. We got you got Miami versus Houston. Now we got Cincinnati versus the Titans. I'm gonna go with
Ooh,
Cincinnati. Jamar Chase will be back
wild,
for this game. By the way,
wild card rematch from last year.
exactly. I seen the Titans be able to get to Joe Burrow 9 times and not be able to win.
Yeah,
So,
but they had a unhealthy still Derrick Henry. They have a healthy Derrick
mm,
Henry now.
oh shit, bro.
That's
Nine
why I'm going
sacks and
Titans.
losing, bro. 9 sacks and right. I'm going.
I gotta go Tennessee, bro, because if they can get to Joe Burrow at least 4 or 5 times, I'm going Tennessee. I still think Tennessee can win this game, so I'm going Titans.
All right. What about Denver? This is a nasty game. We got the Denver Broncos versus the Carolina
Ew,
Panthers.
ew. It's Russell Wilson versus Sam Darnold.
Baker Mayfield.
No, Sam Darnold's playing. They already said Sam Darnold started.
Even worse.
That's what I'm saying. This is a disgusting game, and I hope it ends in a tie 0-0 because I don't want to watch this bullshit. I, the Broncos defense has been quietly elite. It's just oh my nose. It's just their offense. They can't do anything. Their defense is spectacular. So with that, with the Broncos defense being great and the Panthers offense being absolutely horrific, I'm gonna go. I gotta give this win to the Broncos. I don't think the Panthers can score enough points to do anything, and their defense is not good either. So give me Denver.
All right, we
But I
got
got a
the.
hot take. I got a hot take. I think this is Russell Wilson's best game of the whole year. I think he throws for 303 touchdowns
It's not a
and no
hot take.
interceptions.
It's kind of like just a bold prediction. Type.
Both prediction, yeah, both prediction, same difference. You know, same.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have 303 touchdowns and no interceptions.
Ooh.
I
I
like
don't know,
Russell Wilson.
man. I don't trust Russell Wilson no more, bro.
I don't.
He broke my
Well,
heart.
I don't either. I don't either. But still, I just feel like this Panthers team is just as bad.
Yeah, I also got the Broncos though. Sadly. Now we
Yeah.
got the Chicago Bears versus the New York Jets. Justin Fields is won't be playing this game, I believe.
Justin Fields is not. Hold on.
He
What
separated his
happened?
shoulder.
Oh, I remember. Damn, ew. But this had potential to be a really good game between pick number 2 and pick 11, between two first round quarterbacks for the 2021 draft. It had potential to be a great game, but now it's battle of the backups. I'm gonna go.
Bro,
Yeah,
wait, battle of the backups. Zach Wilson is the backup, by the way. So it's a the Jets
oh,
got
I
a
think
starter playing now.
battle of the battle of the backups. Like I said, the backup quarterback. You know Zach Wilson is. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro.
I know
But
what
I
you
feel
said.
like I think I have to lean the Jets, all because of their defense. They have an elite defense too, and with Justin Fields not playing, if hold on, let me see something. Yeah, partially torn ligaments in his shoulder.
Hey, I'm so happy that Justin Fields was showing his ass off before that happened because
He
he
was.
was he will not get replaced. They're all in on him.
Well, Ian Rappaport, I just saw a report from Ian Rappaport that said his status is day to day and still to be determined. So if they don't play, if he doesn't play, I think I'm gonna have to go Bears. I might have to go Bears, but if he doesn't play, I gotta go Jets because I think that Jets pass rush can tear up whoever the Bears backup quarterback is. Because I don't know who it is. But whoever it is, I think they can get after their quarterback.
Probably Nick Foles.
Nick Foles is in Indy, I think. Is he in Indy or was that last year?
Matter of fact,
Hold on.
doesn't hurt to check, right?
Yeah, he's in Indy.
Who's the Bears backup quarterback?
I have no idea. Nick Foles is only 33. That's crazy. It feels like he's like 45.
Feels like he's
Hold
a
on.
legend for real.
Legend is crazy. Trevor Simeon. Trevor Simeon is the yeah. If Justin Fields doesn't play, I'm saying the Jets win, but if he does play, I'm going Bears.
I'm gonna say the same as you because if Justin Fields plays, I got the Bears. If he's out, I got the Jets. Yeah, I'm gonna go the same as you. Now we got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Washington Commanders. Who you got coming out in this one?
Um, I picked the Commanders because I quietly want them to make the playoffs as a Cowboys fan, though. But yeah, I just feel like um, the Falcons they just don't have enough. You know, they aren't using Kyle Pitts correctly. Patterson is really
Kyle Pitts out for the
underperforming.
season.
Huh?
Kyle Pitts out for the rest of the season.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
How am I missing out on this shit? What
Um.
happened?
Something I don't even know, but he's out for the rest of the season.
No way. Hold on.
Yeah, that kind of
Dude, you
I felt
gotta
bad.
be kidding. That is so crazy. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, so what? Fuck it. I'm going Commanders. The Commanders are winning this game, bro.
Yeah, I also got the Commanders coming out in this one. Now we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Cleveland Browns. I got the Buccaneers winning because they're gonna have to flip the script at some point, and I think right now is the time.
Yeah, I got the Buccaneers as well. Browns, or I think it'll be a good game
It's gonna be a good game.
because
Yeah, it
the
would.
Browns they held in there against the Bills, but it's not saying much. I think the Buccaneers can go in and win this game.
Yeah.
You know, because they, like you said, they got to flip the script somehow. They have to get something going before the playoffs. So I'm going Bills. I mean Buccaneers.
All right, now we got the Ravens versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. So you got coming out in that.
the Ravens. This should be a pretty solid. Should be a game that is not as close as some may think. But I'm going Ravens.
Yeah, I'm also going Ravens. It's just they better win this game. This if they
Yeah, for
don't,
sure.
yeah, if they don't, that's a big L for them. For just for the
Yeah,
playoff seeding wise, I feel like this is a freebie, not a freebie, but this is a game that they should be coming out in. And we seen Kyle Hamilton. I seen his PFF grade has been going crazy recently.
I haven't heard his name all season except I heard his name one time and I don't remember what it was for.
It was probably for giving up that touchdown against the Dolphins in the Dolphins game.
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
But
Kyle
yeah,
Hamilton has.
he was one of my favorite prospects coming out of the draft. But also in that same breath, I was like, hmm, is he really gonna be good that good? Because I just figured that because I didn't know where he would really play because I didn't think he was fast enough to be up to be one of the, to be an up top safety. And I feel like he was going to be a box safety, play with the linebackers, but also be a play in play 15 yards back. But I'm hoping that he can come into his own. He's probably been pretty solid this year, but I just haven't heard his name all season.
He's graded out as the best defensive back, the best defensive player so far this season on defense for all rookies. Sauce
Over
Gardner is right behind him.
over Stalls.
Yeah, over Sauce.
Gosh, hey, those leave it to the professionals who do the grading shit. I don't do that shit. I just see with my eyes.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't
Everybody
even know
gets.
Kyle
I ain't heard
Hamilton was
nothing
playing
from
good.
him though.
Honestly,
I don't know,
yeah, I haven't
but
kept up with Kyle Hamilton either, and I believe Marcus Williams is hurt for the Ravens. So
well, I'm just hoping that somebody can step in. That's what I'm saying. The Ravens. It should be a pretty good game. But I see what happened against the Panthers. That was not great. So
yeah, but Kyle Hamilton, he's in an amazing situation for his development because when
yeah,
Marcus Williams
yeah,
comes
for
back,
sure.
he's one of the better pure free safeties in the league. And that
Yeah,
allows Hamilton to play box, help on two high shells, play linebacker. It lets Hamilton do whatever the Ravens need on down and distance wise, having a safety like Marcus Williams. Now let's talk about the Raiders versus the Seahawks. Who you got coming out in this one?
I want Seattle out of this game. Um, if they can take away Devontae Adams,
Take away Devontae
Devontae Adams
Adams.
has Devontae Adams has 10 touchdowns. Derek Carr has 15 total, 15 passing touchdowns. So everybody else that team, I mean, 5 touchdowns to everybody else. And the Raiders just have not been good this year. So give me Seattle in a not close match. I don't think this game will be close.
I also got Seattle coming out. The Raiders defense is just atrocious.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't nothing else I can say.
Which is crazy,
What's up?
and that we say the Raiders team is bad, but they all just went up and beat Denver. You know, I get it was an OT, but I don't know, man.
What do you mean
Give
they
me
beat
Seattle in
Denver?
this one.
Denver's even worse.
Not on defense. Not on defense.
Bruh.
But let's just go to show Denver's offense ain't shit. But yeah, give me Seattle. Give me Seattle.
Yeah, I also got Seattle. Now we got the Chargers versus the Cardinals. I the Chargers got to win this. I got the Chargers coming out.
Yeah, I bet.
Matter of fact, what is Kyler Murray? Nah. I got the Chargers, bro. I'm not gonna overthink it.
Yeah, even with Kyler Murray, I would still have the Chargers coming out of winning this game because they almost beat the Chiefs. They've been in pretty close games too,
Yeah, yeah.
but they just haven't been able to execute it. So give me the Chargers out of this game because the Cardinals are just bad. The Cardinals aren't good this year. So yeah.
All right, now we got the 49ers versus the Saints. You already know where I'm going. I got the 49ers
That
convincingly.
is, I'm going right with you. That's a pretty easy game for the 49ers to win. If they lose, it's a problem.
Yeah, they don't lose, don't worry. Now we got the Rams versus the Chiefs. The shitty Rams versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Had this been like, oh my gosh, had this been last year, this game would have been must watch TV, but it's just not. It's just not. Give it the Chiefs.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna
also
come
got
back.
Kansas City. Matthew Stafford got hurt last week. Cooper Kupp is out. Well, how has Aaron Donald been this season?
He's been quiet, but he's been Aaron Donald. He's still Aaron Donald, man. At the end of the day,
Bro,
he
Aaron
has
Donald has been really quiet, which is crazy. This is my first time, like, yeah, he has 5 sacks on the season. This is my first time
and
seeing.
and Jalen Ramsey has been quiet as well.
Yeah, but of course, of course, like every other player, Aaron Donald had his best game against the Cowboys. You already know.
But who won the game exactly? Who
Dang,
won?
Aaron Donald had 2 sacks and a forced fumble against y'all. Of course, man.
You know who's gonna have 2 sacks and a forced fumble against y'all? Michael
Kayvon
Parsons.
Thibodeau.
Michael Parsons
Kayvon
against
Thibodeau.
y'all. But Kayvon Thibodeau has 1 sack on the year. Stop it. He has
Bro, we
Kayvon.
have the real Micah. We have Micah McFadden,
Who the fuck is that?
our starting linebacker besides Jalen Smith.
He beat. Oh my gosh, Jalen Smith. I'm so scared. Holy
Bro, we got
shit.
we got Jalen
I'm
Smith
so scared.
with
Shiver me
Micah.
timbers. Shiver me
We got
timbers.
Jalen
I'm so
Smith.
scared, bro.
We got Micah,
So
and we
scared.
got Kayvon Thibodeau.
Kayvon Thibodeau has 1 sack. Has he even? Man, let me look at this man's stats real quick. So far what I'm seeing, I do not see.
Yeah, he got that 1 sack that he cried after.
Yeah. So that's who you praising for real. Michael Parsons
Kayvon
didn't cry
Thibodeau,
for
man.
his 1 sack. Michael Parsons got his 1 sack and went and got 12 more. Come on, man, don't do that. But
All
still, come on.
right, now we got the Eagles versus the Packers. So we got coming out for that.
I, please, Jesus, please, God, win the Packers. I'm rooting for the Packers to win this game.
Who do you think?
There's
You're rooting for the Packers, but who do you got winning?
I really think the Packers can win the game. I really do. I really do. I'm praying Christian Moss, Christian Randy Moss can, break, do something, man.
Hey,
Oh,
Darius Slay,
huh?
lock him up.
I'm hoping, praying that the Packers, pull this one out. I really think they can, so I'm gonna go Green Bay.
All right, now we got the last game of the Pick Ems. We got the Steelers versus the Colts. I got the Colts.
I don't even care to watch this game, so I'm gonna go Steelers because this game is gonna be just as boring as the Broncos Panthers. These teams are just as bad. So I'm gonna go Steelers, just to appease Shock. So Shock, if you see this, I'm rooting for the Steelers, buddy.
Oh yeah, like I said, I feel like Jeff Saturday is gonna come in and change the Colts. Like on some no joke. I feel like Jeff Saturday is the the run game has been totally different ever since he came the past 2 weeks. Jonathan
Yeah,
Taylor is gonna be back there. You feel me?
yeah.
All right, though. That will be it for the NFL podcast. So hope you guys enjoyed and have a nice day.